Good morning, students. Welcome to today's English class. Today, let's see a simple grammar topic. I think I already repeated it to you maybe in the first semester, but I'm going to talk about general grammar things. Okay, I meant to say how to make sentences, where to use have, where to use has, okay, where to use did, did, some important things for improvising your English grammar writing. Okay, let's see some. For example, check this one. There is a word called did. What is this did did? Okay, and what is this did did? Did is the past tense of do, and the past participle is dona. What you call these things? V1, V2, V3. You call that. You call that V1, V2, V3. You address it like that. But a person like me never addresses it like that. This is present tense, V1. V2, this is past tense. V3, this is past participle. Okay. Now, several times I observed many of you make a mistake in using these things. Many of you make a mistake in using these things. And what are they? The things which you make mistake. For example, when you are using this did in a sentence, whether in spoken English or written English, I several times observed mistakes were creeping in. Mistakes were creeping in. For example, where did you gone? Or sometimes, where did you went? Check these things. Check these things. Now, several times I observed either you use gone, after using did, you go for gone or you go for went. But I say both these verbs are totally wrong because you have this did in this one. You have this did in this one. And when you use did in the sentence, using these kind of things is wrong because in a sentence, for example, there is did and you wanted to ask a question like this, but here the right thing is, check this one, where did you go? Whenever there is did in the sentence and if the did is followed by verb at any point of this sentence, then that verb should be taken from do, that is from V1, present tense. Because if you use this where did you went, did is past tense. It is a known fact that did is the past tense. Plus went went is also another past tense. For example, check this one. Go, went, gone. Present tense, past tense and past participle. So check this one. Did is past tense. Went is also past tense. So where did you went? Double past tense in one sentence is totally wrong. Double past tense in one sentence is totally wrong. Okay. So whenever you use did in the sentence, right? The verb that follows after this, should be taken from this V1. For example, what did you, okay, check this one. Sometimes students do this, what did you done yesterday? But here the mistaken thing is done, done. This should not be used, this is wrong. What happens is, did is past tense, done is also the past participle form. Wrong thing. Right? So what happens here? What did you do is the right thing. What did you do yesterday? Similarly, Okay girls, just a minute, give me a while. There is some shortage of ink in this pen, it seems, marker I mean. So check this. Where did you go? Then check this one. What did you do? Check these things here. Did, did, past tense, did, did, past tense. But here, go, do. Check this one. Do and go. These are taken from V1. These are the right things. These are the right things. Okay? For example, did you, several times I observed, bring the notes? Did you bring the notes? Question marks. Check this one, and several times I observed, did you brought the notes? This is wrong, totally wrong. These things should not be, because did is past tense. And for example, here check this one, bring, bring, brought. Now check this one, did is past tense, brought is also past tense. And check this one, did you brought the notes? This is wrong. Did you bring the notes is right. This one, did you bring the notes? Make a note of all these things, girls. Okay? For example, where is this one? Isn't there a duster? Yeah. And several times I also observed students using, I didn't slept last night. Check this one, I didn't slept last night. Once again, this is the mistake in the SLEPT, okay? SLEPT, slept, wrong thing. Why? Because check this one, present tense, past participle here, present tense is sleep, past tense is slept, past participle is also slept. And check this one, did is past tense, I already told you, do, did, done. And slept, even this thing is also past tense. So it's a double past tenses in one sentence is totally wrong, not acceptable. For example, I also observed, when did you came? When did you came? Wrong thing, girls. Check this one. Why? Because did past tense, came is also past tense. Check this one. Come, came, come. Come, came, come. Check this. When did you came is wrong. Then what's the right thing? When did you come? This is wrong and this is right. When did you come? When did you go? When did you write? For example, check this one. Write, sorry. Next thing is wrote, written. Write, wrote, written. For example, sometimes I also observed, I did not fought with them. I did not fought with them. Did past tense, fought is also past tense. Check this, wrong things. And the right thing is, for example, present tense is fight, fought, fought. Now check this, past tense and already a past tense. So the right thing is, I did not fight. I did not fight with them. I did not fight with him. Okay, check this. This is wrong. And this is I did not fight with them. Learn to use the sentences properly, girls. Learn to use the sentences in the right way. Right? And so you should understand the fact that whenever you are using did in the sentence, that sentence should contain a verb only from present tense, not from past tense or past participle. Now you might get it out. Fought and fought, they both appear the same, right? Slept and slept, they both appear the same. When should we use this? How should we use this? Check this one, V3. V3, for example, okay, I have fought for my money. I have fought for my money. Now check this one. Fought. I have taken this thing from this one, F-O-U-G-H-T, fought. Okay. And check this one. Whenever you use verb in the past tense, it would not get preceded by any other thing. It would not get preceded by any other thing. Check this one here. have is the past perfect tense. So, whenever a V3 form is taken by you or written by you, it should definitely have something before this. I have fought. For example, we have written the notes. We have written the notes. Check this one. Write, wrote, written. Here, check this one. Written. This is the V3 form. All these are V3 forms. And every V3 form will have something preceded already in the way of a perfect tense or in the form of a helping verb. Okay. For example, suspend, suspended, suspended. For example, the boys were suspended for bad behavior. The boys were suspended for bad behavior. Check this one here. W-E-R-E, were suspended. That means here, this is this. And this is already preceded by a verb. I mean to say a helping verb in the past tense. The boys, why did we use were here? Because the boys is plural. Okay. And here, because this is plural in past tense, plurals are always followed by a helping verb, were. So the boys were suspended. For example, the boys suspend. The teacher suspended the boys. Check this one. The teacher suspended the boys. Now here, check this one. The teacher, this is the noun. This is the noun and this is the verb. This verb is in past tense, but is there anything like were or have or has, something like this? There is nothing. That means a verb in the past tense will not get preceded by any kind of helping verb. Is, was, this and that. So, if there is nothing between the subject and the verb, something like an is or was or that, then this is called past tense. But here, check this one. The boys, this is the noun, were suspended. We, this is the, what is this? Third person plural. Okay, we have. This is the past, this is the perfect tense. And we have another one. For example, he has come late. He has come late. Check this one. C-O-M-E, come. Okay, COME, come, V3 form. And here check this one, has and come, he has come. That means whenever a V3 form verb is taken, it is definitely preceded by some kind of perfect tenses or helping verbs like this, were. Okay, here this is the perfect tense. He has, she has, okay, the boy has, the teacher has. For example, the teacher has given homework. I just wrote it like this, girls, okay? The teacher has given homework. Now check this one, has given. For example, give, gave, given. The teacher has given homework. Now given is the V3 form. Given is the V3 form, and before this V3 form we have HAS, has. For example, we have another one. He had returned the books in library. He had returned the books in library. Returned, okay, RETURNED, returned. Now check this one, HID, had, past participle, and here returned. For example, RETURN, return, present tense. Then returned, past tense, and here returned, past participle. And check this one, had returned. Check this one, had returned. Because of the presence of HAD, had, that is the, what is that? The perfect tense, past perfect tense, and after that we have used a verb. This is nothing but this. Both these are the same things. For example, the same sentence can be turned into a past tense. I returned the books yesterday. I returned the books yesterday. Now check this. Here HAD, had, returned, but here only I returned. I is the subject, returned is the verb. Now is there anything like had or has or were or have? There is nothing between the two. That's why this is past tense. But here had, returned is what is that? Past participle. Okay, so whenever you are using the verbs in this V3 form, it should be definitely preceded. Check this. Right? Okay, and another one. Right. Many of you still have a doubt. Has, have, HAD, had. Now these are present perfect tenses, and this is past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Check this. Has and have both are called present perfect tenses. HAD, had is only past perfect tense. Now you might get a doubt. When we should use has and when we should use HAVE, have. Now for example, has. Okay. This is used for, has should be used for third person singulars. Has should be used for third person. third person singulars. Now what are the examples for third person singulars? Check this one. He, she, it. He, she, it. And after that, any other singular form. Any other singular form or any other singular form. For example, any other singular form is the boy, the girl, the man, the woman, the teacher, the student, the doctor, the patient, the advocate, the client, okay, the minister, the chief minister of Telangana, the president of India. For example, these are examples only, third person singulars. But of course, those are higher ranks, forget about them. So he, she, it, and any other singular form. Any other singular form means here, for example, the boy, the girl, the man, the woman. All these are singulars. Boy is singular, girl is singular, man is singular, woman is singular, teacher is singular, student is singular, doctor is singular, patient is singular, the advocate singular, the client singular, the judge singular, the minister singular. Okay, check this one. Check this one. Right? And when should we use HAVE? Have. HAVE, have. Have is also another present perfect tense. Have is used for I, you, we, they. I, you, we, they. I is first person singular. I is first person singular. You, this is both singular and plural. Second person singular and second person plural. Because YOUU can be used to address single person, can be used to address more than one person, irrespective of the number after that. Okay, I can point at any one of you and said, did you bring the notes? You, singular. Did you all write the notes? You all, for example. That means I am addressing you all with the same word, you. So it can be second person singular and second person plural as well. And WEV, third person plural. THEY, they, fourth person plurals. So first person singular, second person singular and plural, third person plural, fourth person plural. So have can be used. For example, I have. I wrote several sentences just a while ago. I have written the notes. I have fought for my money. For example, you have fought for your money. You have written the notes. I know that. We have written the notes. We have fought for our right. We have come late. We have come early. We have come in time. We have come on time. Okay. They have not returned the books in the library. They have returned the books in the library. Right? So, have should be used for I have, you have, we have, they have. Not only these things. After this thing can be used for any plural forms also. Any plural forms also. Check this one. Here, has can be used for he, she, it, and any other singular form. And check this one. Have can be used for I, you, we, they, and for any plural forms. And what are those any plural forms? For example, the boys, the girls, for example, the teachers, lecturers, students, right? The students, all these things are possible. So you should be careful in using these things. You should be very wise enough. You should be wise enough in choosing these things in the right way, acceptable way. You should not get confused. You should not get confused, and you should not use this has for this, all these things. Okay? And you should not use this have for all these things here mentioned. It might get wrong. Sorry, it will get wrong. It will go wrong. Okay? So be careful in using these things. And you might, and another thing, when should we use this past perfect tense? HAD had, okay, can be used for all kinds of singulars and all kinds of plurals without any restriction. They can be used for all kinds of singulars and plurals without any restrictions. The boys had, the boy had, the lecturers had, the lecturer had. Okay, we had, you had, I had, he had, she had, it had. All these things are possible for HAD had. HAD had. Okay, check these things. Use them properly in your sentence construction, whether in spoken or written English. Whether in spoken or written English. He had come yesterday. Okay. Right. They had not attended. They had not attended the exams. They had not attempted the exams. Okay. They had not come to the classes. You hadn't attempted your exam. I had not come to the college. Okay. All these things are possible in the forms of both singulars and plurals for this HAD had, which is called the past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Beware of all these things, girls. Beware of all these things. Right? And for better sentence construction purpose, you should also have it sound knowledge of this V1, V2, V3. V1 is present tense, V2 is past tense, V3 is past participle. V2 is past participle. So don't call it V1, this is present tense. V2, past tense. Okay, let me put it like this for a clear understanding. Past tense, present tense, and past participle. And several times I came across a different answer when asked what is this V3 without mentioning their status. And many girls said, many students said, V1 is present tense, V2 is past tense, it is okay. But when it came to V3 form, they said future tense. No, that is not future tense. That is past participle. And what is past participle? Combination of verb and adjective. Combination of verb and adjective. Okay, so be wise, be careful, be thoughtful enough in using these things for a grammatically correct and grammatically accepted and acceptable sentences both in spoken and written English. And if you ensure that your English is according to these mentioned standards and rules and regulations, then there is no chance of getting called as bad English, wrong English, or mistaken English. Please be careful. Please be careful. Okay? Right? Try to follow these things properly. Try to follow these things properly. Try to be careful. Once again, I repeat, be it spoken English or written English. And if you use your English according to these mentioned standards and rules and regulations, especially at the time of your interviews after the completion of your graduation, then automatically you stand a chance to win good jobs, probably very good jobs sometimes, better jobs as well. Best jobs are also possible in your interviews. Okay girls, the time has come up. Let's meet in the next class. Thank you.